So what is this hidden danger of waiting until you're 65 until you retire? I mean, how bad can it be? That's when most of us retire, right?
Retirement planning often feels far away, but putting it off now can lead to big money problems later. A lot of people make important mistakes, like waiting too long to save, not saving enough, or not spreading out their investments. That can really harm their financial future. Are you accidentally making these common retirement mistakes? Let's explore the biggest traps and how you can dodge them for a safe and happy retirement. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Welcome to Market Reflect. Let's talk about retirement planning. For something so critical, it's shocking how often people get it all wrong. Whether it's procrastinating, ignoring free money, or putting all your eggs in one basket, mistakes can cost you big time. But don't worry, we're here to walk you through the biggest pitfalls and how to avoid them. Why waiting to save feels great until it isn't. Here's a harsh truth. Procrastination is your biggest enemy when it comes to retirement planning. If you think you have plenty of time, think again. The earlier you start saving, the more your money grows. Thanks to compound interest, a little financial miracle that turns small contributions into a big payoff over time. Let's break it down. Say you start saving $500 a month at 25 with an average 7% annual return. By the time you're 65, you'll have around $1.2 million. But if you wait until you're 40 to start, you're looking at about $450,000 instead. That's a huge difference. The fix? Start now. Even if you're late to the game, get moving. If your employer offers a 401k or 403b with matching contributions, jump on it. It's like free money. No employer plan? No problem. Open a traditional or Roth IRA. In 2024, you can stash away $7,500 annually, or $8,500 if you're over 50. And if you're behind, take advantage of the IRS's catch-up contributions to save even more. Inflation is lurking in the shadows. Saving late is bad, but not saving enough? That's a whole other nightmare. The rising cost of living, hello inflation, means you'll need more money than you think. Picture this. In 2023, Fidelity estimated that the average retired couple would need $315,000 after taxes just to cover healthcare costs. That's not even counting housing, food, or the occasional vacation. So how do you make sure you've got enough? Start with a budget. Imagine your ideal retirement lifestyle and calculate how much it'll cost. Dreaming of world travel? Factor that in. Plan for at least 30 years of retirement, because let's face it, people are living longer. And don't forget to adjust your contributions if you're falling behind. Even bumping it up by 1% or 2% can make a big difference. You're not ordering the same dish forever, are you? Diversification isn't just a fancy finance term, it's your best friend. Think of your retirement portfolio like a dinner plate. You wouldn't eat just steak or just salad every day, right? The same goes for your investments. If all your money's in risky tech stocks, one bad year could wipe out your savings. But if you spread it around, stocks, bonds, maybe even some real estate, you're better protected. And don't just set it and forget it. Rebalance your portfolio regularly, especially as you get closer to retirement. You'll want fewer spicy stocks and more stable bonds as you near the finish line. Why would you say no to free money? Here's a fun fact. A lot of people leave free money on the table. How? By not taking full advantage of their employer's 401k match. Many companies will match your contributions up to a certain percentage, at like 6% of your salary. That's basically a bonus just for saving for your future. In 2024, the total contribution limit for a 401k, including employer and employee contributions, is $69,000 or $76,500 if you're over 50. If you're not maxing out your match, you're literally walking away from thousands of dollars. Picture this, you're in a pinch and thinking about dipping into your retirement savings. Don't. Just don't. Withdrawing money early, before age 59 and a half, comes with a 10% penalty, and your plan sponsor will withhold 20% for taxes. That means you're losing a hefty chunk of your hard-earned cash, and here's the kicker. Most people never recover financially after cashing out early. So, unless it's an absolute emergency, leave that money where it is. If you're changing jobs, roll over your funds directly into a new account to avoid penalties. Spoiler alert! Medicare doesn't cover everything. Let's talk about healthcare, the silent budget killer. Many people think Medicare has them covered, but the truth is, it doesn't cover everything. Fidelity estimates that a 65-year-old couple will need about $315,000 for healthcare expenses in retirement. That's a jaw-dropping number. Want to get ahead of the curve? Look into health savings accounts. These accounts let you save money tax-free for qualified medical expenses. And don't underestimate the power of staying healthy. Exercise, eat well, and get regular checkups to minimize future costs. Uncle Sam is always watching. Taxes don't stop just because you've retired. In fact, poor tax planning can eat away at your nest egg faster than you think. Here's the deal. If you expect to be in a higher tax bracket during retirement, invest in a Roth IRA or Roth 401k. You'll pay taxes now, but withdraw funds tax-free later. If you think your tax bracket will be lower, stick with a traditional IRA or 401k. This way, you defer taxes until retirement, hopefully owe less. And whatever you do, avoid taking 401k loans. They're a double taxation trap. Patience pays off. Sure, you can start collecting Social Security at 62, but should you? Probably not. Filing early reduces your benefits permanently. Wait until 70 and you'll get the maximum payout. The difference can be huge, up to 30% more if you hold out. Of course, if you're in poor health or have other financial considerations, it might make sense to file earlier. But for most people, waiting is the smartest move. Don't walk away too soon. Thinking about switching jobs? Hold up. Before you hand in that resignation letter, check your vesting schedule. Employers often require you to stay with the company for a certain number of years, usually 5, before you fully own their contributions to your 401k or stock options. If you're close to hitting that vesting milestone, it might be worth sticking it out a little longer. Otherwise, you're leaving thousands of dollars behind. Flying blind is never a good idea. Would you start a road trip without a map? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what you're doing if you're heading toward retirement without a financial plan. A good plan considers everything: how long you'll live, your retirement age, where you'll live, and what kind of lifestyle you want. Regularly update it as your circumstances change. And don't be afraid to get help from a financial advisor. They'll make sure you're on track and prepared for whatever life throws at you. Remember the GameStop frenzy? Or the rise and fall of crypto? It's tempting to chase hot investment tips, but it's also risky. Instead, stick to low-cost ETFs or index funds. They're reliable, consistent, and low maintenance. If you're feeling adventurous, self-directed IRAs give you more options, but they also require more work. Unless you're ready to manage them actively, keep it simple and avoid costly mistakes. Debt and retirement don't mix. Whether it's credit card balances or personal loans, carrying debt into retirement can drain your savings fast. The solution? Build an emergency fund now so you don't rely on credit cards for unexpected expenses. And while it's important to pay down debt, don't stop saving for retirement in the process. Find a balance. It'll pay off in the long run. Retirement planning doesn't have to be complicated, but it does require attention to detail. By tackling these common pitfalls and making smart choices, you can set yourself up for the retirement of your dreams. Or at least one without surprises like, oops, I forgot about taxes. Do you have any retirement planning tips or mistakes you've learned from? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and that's it for today. Hit the like button and subscribe to Market Reflect. Stay tuned for more and catch you at the next one.